Martin, I can't believe it's time now to make a final farewell and put together some nice words and reflect on your 240 hours of internship and put you up on our new resources. First of all, thank you very, very much for your time at Servite College. It's been an amazing journey, and what I would like to do is just to capture those moments and your journey over the last 240 hours. When you first came in back at the end of last year, one of the first projects you worked on was?
The first project I worked on was the printing project, which I took over from Bridges. The major aspect of the project is to be able to capture those who print more in the school and be able to know the reasons why they print more, and by doing that we can be able to reduce probably the cost of printing and then make the printing experience good for everyone.
So we didn't last long in the printing, and we got that done and dusted. I then put you over into Catholic education for part of your internship, and part of that required you to travel to Bunbury and do some PD work. Would you like to tell me about that PD project you undertook?
We went down to Bunbury to learn about the Microsoft bot, and it's a new project coming up in the IT environment, and it's all about trying to simulate every app into one app, like trying to have an app that will be able to call up other apps for you. Yeah, so it was a nice experience, and we had to travel down to Bunbury for 2 days in a row to be able to capture that experience. So,
yeah, one of the amazing things of you as an intern here at Servite, and it's just highly commendable, Martin. You live in Armidale and you've been travelling huge distance to Servite every day. You're the first man here and the last man to go, and for that, it's just a reflection of you as a character. When we went over to Catholic Ed, it was really strange. You know, I took you over, and I took you over with another intern, Prashesh, who finished a couple of weeks ago. And when we turned up there, it was sort of like, okay, we've got these two men, we've got a lot of work on. What transpired in that part of your internship?
Yeah, when we got to Catholic education, everyone was welcoming, and then we did meet a lot of people, including the Leading Lights team, and then the big project that we are having, which is migrating the data. In the Catholic education, we are exposed to so many work, and we had to do so many tasks, including working on the NIT system, which is the monitoring software they are using to monitor all the school sites and the server networks, drives, and everything you can name of, they could monitor. And also we were able to be given the opportunity to work on migrating the data from the school site to the main Sewa site.
And I know you did fantastically well over there, and they were so complimentary, and I think it's really, really worth noting in this little review, Martin, that you also got the opportunity to work for a professional IT company in catalytic IT, and I think you worked with a fellow called Dave Moyle. And luckily enough, you attended a school geographically close to your own home. Tell me about that little experience.
Yeah, it was also a fantastic experience for me, because it was another opportunity of going out, doing another thing altogether. You never can tell what you're gonna see outside your workplace. So, but being able to have that mindset of able to take any challenge you meet in life. So when we were sent there, we never know what we're going to do. So when we got there, luckily we worked with David, who was very accommodating, and he helped us to be able to complete the task for St. Munchins at Gosnells.
I've then introduced you to a brand new project and something really, really important at Servite in setting up our staff forum. So where's that process at as you leave?
Yeah, currently we started working at the forms. So first of all, we did research on the types of form we could use to be able to make the experience of teachers or students using the form good. We found out that with Microsoft Forms, although it was good at a certain degree, but because it does still have so many limitations, so we couldn't progress with that. But we concluded on the gravity forms, which could be able to do all the things the forms could. And also gravity forms has to go with the gravity flow. So we concluded on that, which we told you, and then we are on the way of creating those gravity forms. Yeah.
So until we meet again, Martin,
Thank you so
many
much.
thank you. Cheers.